Okay, so I have this problem where often when I go to create a YouTube video, I'll first have an idea and think, that would be fun to make. I'll get everything set up and all ready. I'll open up YouTube, maybe reply to some of the comments that people have left. Thanks for the comments, by the way, it's very kind. I'll start to get going on the idea, and then I'll end up watching YouTube. Which, watching YouTube isn't inherently a bad thing, unless I was watching my own videos. that wouldn't be a bad thing, that would be a sad thing. But in that pattern, it got me wondering about how much I create versus how much I consume. I don't know if anyone's ever done graphs on these sort of things, but I'm pretty sure that my create to consume ratio would be pretty off balance. And I don't know if that's the same for you, but I've been reflecting on it today, and I have a feeling that actually there's something pretty foundational as to why that's the case. And that key thing is farms. Was that a surprise? It surprised me. Not just then. It surprised me the first time I thought of it. I knew I was going to say it then. Otherwise, it'd be really weird if I Oh, what am I saying? So the reason it's farms is because just over 100 years ago, 99% of the population were engaged in farming or agriculture in some way. And now that's flipped on its head to just the 1% who are involved in it. So that means the most foundational level of our consumption in day-to-day life, food, is something we are all massively detached from in the actual creation process. And believe me, I've tried to get an allotment.
Yeah, you applied in 2021, so you're number 40 on the waiting list for Cheltenham and Wimble.
Okay, so I'm number 40 on the waiting list, applied 2021. That's a really long queue, isn't it? Because I think when at the heart of our society, we're very much detached from what we consume, I think it's so easy then to fall into patterns of consumption. And I was wondering today, does that pattern of consumption make us happier? Does it make us more fulfilled? Does it make us feel more purposeful and stronger identity? Or does it do the opposite? Does it rob us of that sometimes? So I was wondering if there was any way to readjust that balance in my life. And I found some useful information from someone called Elizabeth Gilbert. And she said the key to rebalancing that structure is by choosing something you enjoy, blocking out time for it, and to leave your judgment at the door and replace it with self-compassion. I think the first two are helpful, but I think it's number 3 that's key. Is that sometimes I think we don't create stuff because we are the barrier to us creating and releasing stuff. And I mean, these videos, I've really enjoyed making them, but sometimes there's even a battle with these of wanting to release them and not sure how they'll be received. And because there's a small community of you now who are watching, I want to do the best by you. There's this Scottish novelist called Robert Louis Stevenson. Just saying that line took so many takes. Scottish novelist. And he has this really great quote: "Don't judge each day by the harvest that you reap, but instead by the seeds that you plant." And I think that's probably a pretty great foundation for all of us to head into the day to create more than we consume, or at least get a slightly better balance than that. And if by the end of the day I want to sit and watch my own videos on my own, that's probably okay too.